Hi everyone, how you doing? It's Ari. Some more transfer news to bring you. Yoshinori Muto has headed out on loan. News broke this morning that Yoshinori Muto he's off to La Liga. There's an article up on Newcastle Fans TV which you can see here. I talk about Yoshinori Muto, but also a little bit more about the 25-man squad. And I wanted to bring this up as part of the Muto video today. And the reason being is because now we've had Woodman, Lejeune and Muto head out on loan. It's now the case of, obviously, when Steve Bruce names his 25-man squad, someone is going to have to be missing out. I say in the article that obviously Lazar and Rolando Aarons are not training with the first squad. We know they won't be selected. Assuming there's nobody coming in or coming out, which is probably unlikely, there probably is going to be one or two in and out because we've still got, 3 weeks of the transfer window left. But assuming nobody does, currently right now, I actually think it's between Dan Barlaser and Jacob Murphy. One of those two will miss out, or potentially both of them might go out, and that will free up a space. Now, the squad, I'm going to put it on screen. This is my squad currently as it stands that I believe that Steve Bruce will go with. You have to have 3 goalkeepers, we know that. But I think all these outfield players will be in this squad. And I think, obviously, Atsu isn't going to be selected. We know that Atsu is going to be heading out as well. And it's going to be between Dan Barlaser and Jacob Murphy. Now, if you look at the midfield at the minute, you've got Hendrick there. You've also got 2 of the Longstaffs. You've got Shelby and Hayden. And Xavier will be going out as well. There's another one that won't be registered. So I think Barlaser is a little bit down the pecking order, unfortunately. Whereas if you look at the wingers or / number 10s, you've got Alan saint-maximin, you've got Almiron, you've got Ryan Fraser and Matt Ritchie. So there is a little bit of space there for Murphy to get a bit of game time, especially with our formation. With normally we play 3 behind the strike. I know we went 4-4-2 against West Ham, but how many times realistically is Andy Carroll going to play? So I think it'll be between Murphy and Barlaser for the last man to be left out the squad. Let me know if you agree on that, assuming, that is, no other transfers come in or out. But the speculation that Matt Ritchie could go as well, isn't it? Which will free up another space. But going back to the news with Yoshinori Muto, just hasn't worked out for him. 2 managers don't rate him. And when 2 managers don't rate you, there's something seriously wrong. And in all honesty, we haven't seen enough of him. We really haven't. Obviously, he's had a great game at Old Trafford when we got beaten the last minute, 3-2 defeat, a couple of seasons back. He's had little good games. He always seems to start against Leicester. I don't know what it is with managers who like playing him against Leicester. But for whatever reason, I mean, he's on high wages. He's on a reported 50k a week. I bet Newcastle are paying some of that at his side in La Liga. La Liga might be a good league for him. He'll have more time on the ball. He will get a lot more game time without a shadow of a doubt. But in terms of Newcastle, man, he was played up top. He was played in the 10. He's also done a job on the left. He's done a job on the right, but very, very limited opportunities for him. And he's had 2 years at the club. Where has he played more than 20 games, 30 games? No. It's been a bit of a disaster signing. Maybe a bit of a panic buy. Obviously, he was good in the Bundesliga for Mainz. But, I mean, every manager has bad signings and good signings. Rafa Benitez is included in that. He's got some great signings and not so great signings. But Muto heads out. That'll obviously now look at the striking options. Callum Wilson is going to be number 1. Joe Linton's going to stick around whether you like that or not. Andy Carroll is a good target man, something different. And then you've got Dwight Gale when he comes back from his injury. I don't think Newcastle will strengthen up top, personally. I don't feel, even with Muto heading out. But the lad, it's just... Well, ideally, you wanted to sell him, didn't you, with Muto? But the loan is okay. It gets him off the wages. We'll probably have a small loan fee of a couple of million, maybe. $1.5 million, whatever. But yeah, Muto heads out and... No, the transfer window, as I touched upon, closes in 3 weeks. I think it's the 5th of October. So 1 or 2 will probably leave, as I touched upon, Xavier, Atsu, Aarons, Lazar, and then maybe either Murphy, as I touched upon, or Barlaser. For me, personally, I would rather have Dan Barlaser because he's the next thing nearest to Shelby. And when we don't have Shelby in that lineup, we are just not creative whatsoever in central midfield. We're not. Simple as that. We just aren't. We'd look a different side without the creativity from Shelby. Barlaser can do that. That's why I would prefer Barlaser. I know Sam would prefer Murphy, because we were chatting on the WhatsApp this morning, but not for me. Not for me. I think Murphy needs to head out. But that's a wrap up. Of course, you want to keep up to date. All the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the news are on there. And of course, you've got the lovely Flick app, of course, as well, which is on there. Make sure you get on the Flick app for all the news as well. And later on in the week, obviously, we've got the preview coming out for the game against Brighton on Sunday. Shock horror. Cat makes a surprise appearance. But yeah, from me and the cat, see you later, everyone. Ta-da.